Good morning, Mom, and welcome to Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. Mom, you know me. I'm your son, Greg Benson.
Hello, Greg's mom. I'm Craig Benzine. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mom. And good morning to you, Craig. I thought that, I'd mix it up a little bit. I always, do, a podcast episode for the viewers. But this time, I thought just in case my mom ever, watches or listens to this podcast, which she hasn't yet, but just in case she does, I thought I would just address it directly to her.
What do you think your mom would think of this podcast?
I think she'd love it. I think she'd love it, except when we say bad words like fuck and shit and cunt. I don't think that she would like those. But besides those things, I think she'd really like it. And I'm going to tell her to listen to this. And I'll tell her just to ignore the fuck, shit, cunt, all that stuff.
Okay, but Greg, you didn't... Yeah. I mean, we don't even say those words in every episode. So,
well, we sure are saying them in this one.
You guaranteed that.
That's a bad choice to say them in the episode that my mom might be listening to. And I want to... listen, I want to just take a moment, and I want to apologize to my mom for using the words fuck, shit, and cunt.
No, you don't have to say it. You don't have to say it.
I was just saying that I said the words fuck, shit, and cunt, not that I'm going to say fuck, shit, and cunt.
You keep saying them. That's the thing.
I don't mean to. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know. It's often just the hearing of the actual word that is the problem, not necessarily how you're using it. And so you're just saying it. You're just doing the thing that people don't like.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm not going to tell my mom to listen to this episode after all. I don't think she'd like it.
Okay, good idea.
She'd say, there was just too much fuck and too much shit and there was too much cunt in the episode. I cannot abide these words. That's how my mom talks. My mom does that a lot. Does your mom ever do that?
She does, but she's from Wisconsin, so it's more, oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I've met your mom. She's very nice. We brought her pizza.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. And that's your only detail about her?
It's pretty much it. I remember it was really good pizza.
Yeah, it was good pizza. It was from Glass Nickel, which is a great pizza place.
I dated a girl in college with a glass nipple.
Yeah?
Yeah, when someone loses an eye, they'll replace it with a glass eye? Same with nipples. Oh, my manager's calling. I can't talk to him right now.
No.
I'm gonna have to silence that.
What if this is an urgent opportunity that your manager is calling about? What if?
Well, I mean, it might be. I might be booking something right now. Hang on, let me just tell him.
Okay, all right.
Andre. Hey, man, I'm actually in the middle of a Zoom. Can I get back to you in about an hour?
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, man.
Could be urgent. Oh. Ooh.
No, if there was something really urgent, if it was like, hey, you just booked a thing, because I did have an audition a couple of days ago. Then then he probably would have said, okay, I just want to let you know though that you booked a thing.
And then you would have felt happy. You would have felt a pang of happiness.
Yeah, but right now I just feel sadness.
Oh, so it's the default is just sadness.
I mean, that's moments. I feel like that's everyone's default, isn't it?
And then just moments of happiness when something good
isn't
happens.
That everyone's default? Or maybe the default is just sort of evenness. Everyone just sort of feels even all the time.
I think everyone's different, and I think it sort of depends on your situation. And how much sleep you got. If you're
sleep does count for a lot, doesn't it? I slept really well last night. You know what I've noticed, and I think we talked about this before. I've noticed the earlier I go to sleep, the longer I sleep.
That is genius. That is. I notice that sometimes with me. Sometimes not. Sometimes I go to sleep early and I take forever to fall asleep. Or I fall asleep right away for like 2 hours, and then I'm up longer.
Well, that's not good. That's the opposite of good.
Mm-hmm. My sleep's not good. But often, if I go to bed earlier, I do sleep longer.
Did you do that thing where you drove your son to school this morning, and then you came back and went to sleep for a couple hours?
Similar. similar to that.
You see, I said your son, but I know you have a daughter. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Making a joke.
I have been doing this every morning, driving my daughter to school, and then coming back and going to sleep. And today I did that with great success. I have over 7 hours of sleep total now.
See, now that's fantastic.
Yeah, which is rare.
Last night I went to sleep. I went to sleep at about 10:15, like nice and early. I mean, that's early. And this morning woke up at 6:05. That's nearly 8 hours of sleep right there. Bam, bam. That's crazy.
I went to sleep around the same time and woke up. Well, it took a while to fall asleep, and then woke up periodically. And I ended up with like 4 hours and something of sleep, waking up at 6.
Let me ask the listeners right now: is this good content?
This is, Greg, this is good content. I think lots of people do listen to podcasts like this.
Yeah.
And they like it. They like it when people are being real.
We're being real. We're talking about real things. But we're not making a lot of jokes, though. That's the only thing. We're not making a whole lot of jokes right now.
You don't know. Sometimes the jokes are even funnier if they're in the middle of real things. Sometimes if they come up, if they come about organically.
Yeah,
you know?
Tell me more. How else can I be funny? I want to be funny on this podcast. Give me more instructions.
Okay.
Try funny voices. That's another thing.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
that's
hello.
True. Yeah.
Speaking of funny voices, we do have another sponsor this week, and I'm very excited. You know what? Because listen, every once in a while you get a sponsor that you're excited about that you actually like. Oh, I love their storefront, or I love their product, or whatever. I love their restaurant. I love their food. You know, whatever it is.
Yeah. What else do you love?
I love their presidential campaigns. I love their shoe sizes. You know, whatever they have. You know,
I feel like I need 5 more examples.
I love their eyelash curler, and I'm a big fan of their nose hair remover, and I love their tongue.
Okay, this is all face-based stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at your face and I'm trying to think of things. I love their beard colorer, and I love their glasses wearing ability. And sometimes I love their headphones.
Wait, are we talking about advertisements right now?
I guess we are.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Anyway, today's episode is sponsored, of course, by Mucho Dinero, House of Abuse. Do you have too many pesos, and are people too friendly to you? Then come to Mucho Dinero, House of Abuse, you unattractive imbecile.
Wait. Do you have too much money? Was that the problem?
Yeah, if you have too many pesos. Not just money, but too many pesos.
But it's House of Dinero, meaning
mucho dinero, which is that's much money.
But that sounds like
in Spanish.
You will get a lot of money if you go there.
No. It costs mucho dinero to go there. Mucho dinero, House of Abuse. Listen, why don't you just listen to the talking points? It's all explained there.
Okay, sure. Oh, I mean, I did listen to the talking points, and you get abused, yes, but it didn't say anything about taking your money. Taking a lot of your money. It just said it's called Mucho Dinero.
Oh, I'm just getting a notification from Mr. Busey that apparently Mucho Dinero, House of Abuse, has just filed for Chapter 19. It's a new kind of bankruptcy, Chapter 19.
Okay. Yeah. And
they are now out of business. Oh, and they have just been bought.
Uh-oh.
They've just been bought by a French company, apparently.
Oh, okay. Wow. Mucho.
Now they're called Trey. Wow, what's money in French?
I don't.
Hang on. Hey, Siri, how do you say money in French? Just a second.
Isn't dinero, or is dinero money or dollars? I guess that's dollares, isn't it?
It's not answering me. Aren't you going to answer me, Siri? How do you say money in French? It's like
money.
It's not answering me.
Okay, money in
Okay, Siri's
French.
being a dick right now.
Wow. Argent?
Okay, I don't even know. Now I feel like the moment has passed and now it's too late to do the new commercial for the French company.
Argent.
Okay. Très Argent, House of Abuse. It's not. It doesn't have the Mucho Dinero House of Abuse has. They've just been repurchased by the original Mexican owners.
Wow!
It is now once again Mucho Dinero House of Abuse.
Why did they? How did they?
I'm sorry. It's been purchased by them with a grant that they got from.
You can't keep up with these companies
from
these
the
days.
lead actor in Taxi Driver. So now it's called Mucho Dinero House of Abuse.
Okay. All right.
So
that's how we refer to Robert De Niro as the lead actor in Taxi Driver.
The lead actor in Taxi Driver. So you're like, oh my God, it's the lead actor in Taxi Driver.
Okay, all right. He's done a lot of movies.
If
feel
you
like
guys
you could
ever
just say
run into Robert Mucho De Niro on the street, you guys, you can say, oh my God, I can't believe it's the lead actor in Taxi Driver right here.
Wait, no. So now do you have to pay the House of Abuse in De Niro's? You have to.
Yeah, that's correct.
With De Niro's?
Yeah, you have to collect up your own Robert De Niro's, and you have to pay them with those.
There's only one. There is only one.
So it's kind of like the Highlander. There can only be one.
Yes, it is like that. In except it's De Niro, and
is
also
there can only be one, or is it there can be only one?
There can be only one.
Oh, see, I'm thinking of the way that George W. Bush said it. Do you remember when it's like that movie, The Highlander? There can only be one. Do you remember?
He say that?
He actually said that, and I was like, and remember back when George W. Bush was president, and we all hated him so much, and we were embarrassed as Americans just to have a man who couldn't
president
speak.
would say. I'm so embarrassed a president would say something like that. Oh my God!
Would just even reference the Highlander, but and we were so embarrassed about him, and now it just seems so quaint and lovely. Like, oh, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great if we had a guy who just said silly things and couldn't speak well? Wouldn't that be nice?
There can be only one. Yeah. Wait, Greg. What is
Yes,
your favorite Highlander movie? I need to know this. Which one is your favorite of the Highlander movies?
I have only seen either 2 or 3. Is it there? They make 3 of them?
There's at least 3. I think maybe just 3. I don't know.
Yeah, I forget which one. I saw.
You've never seen the first one?
No, I never saw the first one. I've only seen the one that people say is terrible because I don't know if you know this, but I have a live stream on Twitch called Bad Movies Live. It's every Friday and Sunday night at twitch.tv/mediocre films. Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific and Sundays at 5 p.m. Pacific. And let me tell you something. You have never seen and enjoyed a more hilarious live stream in your life. It's super funny every single week. Everyone loves it.
I'm just completely
it's free
numb
to watch.
to this.
Anybody can watch it. And I highly suggest that you all go and start watching that every week.
Sure. Okay, great. Yeah.
I mean, Air One Fire did. Air One Fire found it from this very podcast. So if I can get one viewer,
my brain shut off. My brain
from this podcast to come to my live stream, then my job is done.
Unsure who I am anymore. I don't.
Oh goodness me!
Wait, now listen. I looked up the Highlander series, and there are 2 movies. I think they're movies that I was unaware of that are after Highlander 3. Highlander Endgame. This was well before Avengers Endgame.
Oh, that was
Avengers. They copied,
but it still was Marvel's Highlander Endgame, right?
No, I don't think it's Marvel.
I'm pretty sure all the Highlander movies are Marvel movies.
I don't think they are. No.
All right, DC. Well, fine. So they're DC.
Sure. And then Highlander: The Search for Vengeance. Have you ever searched for vengeance, Greg?
I did. I searched for it, and you always find it in the last place you look. It turns out it was under the bed. I was like, that's where I left my vengeance.
Oh,
yeah.
So
under the bed.
Then once you found your vengeance, what happened?
I had to get all the dust off it. It'd been under there for I don't know how many years.
Okay.
It'd been there for years. I've lived in this house over a decade, and so I had to dust it off.
How did you use your vengeance?
I didn't use. I just cleaned it off. Put it up on the shelf where it belonged. Like that way. Oh, that's where I keep my vengeance. It's right there.
Okay, it's good to know where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to know where your vengeance is. You don't want to lose it, guys. Don't lose your vengeance.
So anyway, it looks like there hasn't been a Highlander thing. There was a show or 2 shows, but there hasn't been one since like 2007. So that is ripe for a reboot, I would say.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say it's ripe for comedy. Like once products and things are really old, like you're talking about something that's like nearly 20 years old now. since the latest installation of it.
Yeah, but no one's gonna make money off of that. They got to reboot it, Greg.
Okay. Since it's
can we call this episode ripe for a reboot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be sure and do that.
Okay. You're not gonna. Well, I can change it. I'm the one uploading it. So
you're not uploading it to.
Problem is, I'm gonna
Patreon.
forget that I said this in this episode. So
yeah, you are. You are.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, what? Why is it called Bring Your Own Lotion?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I mean, I think that every title I see, every single one. Anyway, the first Highlander is pretty good, but not great. And then that's it. That's all you need. So
okay. Well, I saw the bad one.
Okay.
Highlander 2, the Highlandering, I think is what it was called. Highlander 3, the shittening. I don't know what they call them. They're called something like it's usually called like the number and then a colon and then the blankening. So I'm assuming that's Highlander 3, the shittening is what we saw.
It's actually the sorcerer. So
okay, I don't think I saw that one.
The sorcerer and a ning. And earlier I said Highlander is pretty good, not great. That's me as a kid. I rewatched it as an adult. It's actually quite stupid, but fun. Stupid fun.
Okay, kind of like me. I'm quite stupid, but I'm fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, listen, and I know enough about myself to say that I'm quite stupid but fun. I'm super fun and super stupid.
I wouldn't say you're stupid. I feel like as far as intelligence goes, you're you're in the upper half, I would say.
I'm in the top 0.5%. I'm at the very top.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, I'm a genius, man. You don't understand. I'm a genius. They tested my IQ just a couple months ago.
Who did?
The IQ people came over to the house, gave me the IQ test, and
IQ people don't come to your house.
My IQ was over 4,000. Now you
God.
never hear them being that high. That's how smart I am.
God,
my IQ was 4,720, and
wow,
yeah.
I feel like I don't even know how the numbers work for IQ because I'm stupid, but I think it's in the hundreds usually. It's not.
It usually is. Most people are in the hundreds.
Yeah.
Even Einstein apparently was only in the hundreds.
The 100s, yes. And you got I don't even think that's possible. That's
4,
amazing.
I know.
What did you do?
I'm real good at math. Yeah. They were like,
the math?
They're like, hey, what's 6 plus 9? I'm like, easy, 15. And they're like, holy shit. And they got their calculator out. And they're like, he's right. I can't believe it. All right. What's 2 times 6, tough guy? And I'm like, 12. Bam. And they were like, hang on. Holy shit. He got it again. And it's just amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think these were the IQ people. This sounds like this was just
no, they were.
Some people
they were.
Who found
I failed all the division though. I don't understand division.
Oh,
they,
really?
they were like, what's 93 divided by 11? And I'm like, I don't know, a potato. I thought it might have been a potato.
That's actually kind of hard to do off the top of your head. I think 93 divided by 11.
Yeah, exactly. That's my whole point. They're like, you know what? No one understands division. This is not going to affect your IQ score.
Yeah.
So I got that great IQ score, and it only cost me like $399 for the testing. So
so these are just people with a calculator who were asking for money. I think is all.
I mean, they did just show up. They were door-to-door IQ test salesmen.
Now, wait, did they even mention the IQ, or did they just show up and then you said, "Oh, hey, there's a calculator. You must be IQ people. Here, test me."
Well, yeah, because that's how smart I am. I know when someone shows up at the door of the calculator. That they
did
must
they also have a gun at all? Or,
they had a gun. They did have a gun.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was a staple gun.
Oh.
So it was great because I had a lot of loose leaf papers.
This just seems like
they took care of this
were
for
carrying.
me.
They were carrying random garbage. It seems like
it was not garbage. It was all useful. They used the calculator to calculate division. Mm-hmm. They used the staple gun to staple together some papers I had.
Did they have a shopping cart?
No, they didn't have a... Come on, man. Come on. We're trying to have a conversation here.
Okay.
But they each did arrive with empty coffee cups, and I was able to fill them with coffee that I made fresh for them. So, it was a pretty good deal. It only cost $3.99.
You didn't have to pay anything, I don't think.
Now, according to them, the fee was $3.99, and then they just rebill you every week. So I give them my credit card information. And every week it's another $3.99.
Did they give you any sort of documentation to prove your IQ? Did they?
They gave me a documentarian. Is that a thing? And right now he's over here. He's shooting some video of me.
Was it like? What is it like? Errol Morris? Who is it? Like,
Errol Morris is here in my. This is,
Wow.
I feel like now we're talking nonsense. Before we were having a nice conversation about sleep.
No.
And now it's like, all of a sudden Errol Morris is here shooting a documentary about me. And my IQ. Like, it doesn't make this doesn't make any sense.
It just started getting interesting for me, and now you stopped it. Come on.
All right, let's talk about real stuff, okay? What have you been watching on TV lately?
Andor, and now don't say Andor what. Don't say Andor what.
No, you're talking about the Star Wars series. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Season 2 is out now.
Yeah, on Disney Plus. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
What am I going to make jokes about that? Come on.
Yeah.
So you're enjoying it?
Yes, I am. Andor is great.
Andor what?
God damn it. God damn it. That's what China does all the time.
Does she really?
Yes. And what else? Lately, I started the Rehearsal, Nathan Fielder.
Oh, okay.
That is. Do you ever watch that or anything he's done?
Well, I love Nathan Fielder. I think he's terrific, and I have seen it. Yeah, I saw an episode of that. I'm a big fan of Nathan For You. I kind of thought that was his perfect format.
I only watched a little bit of Nathan For You, but
Nathan For You was brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, but if you watch all of season 1 of the Rehearsal, brilliant.
Okay, I don't doubt it. The guy's very very
Wow.
funny. He's also a strange person.
Oh yes, and he highlights that in the Rehearsal
Which is great. I look forward to that.
And then the beginning of season 2, I've started of that, and because that just came out. And
okay. You don't have to start it. He's already shooting it himself. You don't have to do it.
No,
you can just watch it.
I saw what he did, and I'm like, so I guess I'm expected to do this now.
Nope.
So I started my own Rehearsal, and
you don't need to do that.
And it's a lot of work. It's taking over my life, but
okay.
And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But
No.
I have to do it.
You don't have to. You could just stop and just watch. He's making his own episodes for that season. You could just watch those.
Oh.
Did you in China?
Great.
Do you guys watch the Miss Universe pageant? Did you watch that?
I don't know that I've ever watched a Miss Universe pageant in my life.
I saw this year's, and it was great. I was so impressed with Miss Neptune, especially. I thought she was terrific.
Oh wow! I didn't realize.
Although Miss Jupiter had a lot going for her as well. But the most exciting part, and this is, I'm sure, for anyone who watched it, was when Miss Pluto tried to enter but was disqualified.
What about Miss Alpha? Oh dear. What about Miss Alpha Centauri? Or maybe people from other solar systems. It's a whole universe, Greg.
Okay, I feel like you're trying to make a mockery out of the Miss Universe pageant. You know, when I'm just like these ladies, they work hard. You know,
Sure. Yeah.
they work long and hard and stiff. You know, and
They work
firm.
stiff.
Yeah,
Okay. Hard.
and
stiff,
and
firm.
they work erect. They work really.
Okay.
There's
Sure.
and the penetration that they
God.
do in these pageants.
I feel
think
like
it leads to an orgasmic experience for all involved.
Okay.
And I don't appreciate you making fun of the Miss Universe pageant.
I understand. So who won? Who won the pageant?
Darren.
You didn't actually watch the Miss Universe.
I didn't
pageant.
watch it. No, but I think Darren won.
Did it actually happen recently?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh.
I was just thinking that it's really stupid that they call something the Miss Universe pageant, but all the entrants are from this planet.
Yeah,
like, what are
true.
the odds? Like, in the entire universe, seriously, the only entrants are going to be from Earth? Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous.
That is a little ridiculous. But there's also the World Series for baseball.
Yeah, and they don't allow any Miss Universe pageant entrants to compete in it.
Yeah, that's what's ridiculous about that.
That's crazy because they have worked so long and hard and stiff to get where they are, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
From now on, you have to say long and hard and stiff every time that comes up.
Yeah. The least that the World Series could do would be allow them to come onto their sporting event.
Yeah, I know. The least they could do.
That's the least they could do. And also apparently the most they could do.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm starting to not like this podcast anymore.
Wow. Greg.
I don't like it. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
It is, isn't it?
There's a bunch.
Really
I don't
is.
like it. I don't want to listen to this anymore.
Okay.
You know what?
done?
I would highly recommend that everybody who's listening to this, you just stop now. I want to see after this episode, I want to see our listenership drop to 0. I want to see no one listening to this episode.
What do you think we would have to do to make that happen? Because that would be impressive.
All you have to do is ask nicely, and everyone will hear it will go like, you know what? Greg's right. You know, I can trust that guy because he has this crazy, insane IQ. He's so smart. He knows things. And it's like, all right, I'll stop listening. And you and I'll keep recording them. I mean, we'll keep going for another few years.
Sure.
But if I don't see 0 listenership and viewership on every episode after this, I'm going to be very upset. And I'm going to write a harshly worded letter to somebody.
Who? Who would you write it to?
I don't know, because now it's time for the Patreon-only bonus section, which starts right now.
This portion of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce has been edited out for your listening inconvenience. If you wish to hear the complete, unedited version with the bonus talking, be sure to visit patreon.com/Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. And now, back to the edited, not as good version of the podcast.
That's the end of the Patreon-only bonus
That's not
section.
What I'm saying, Greg.
That's all for that. We did that thing, and it was so good.
Okay.
And now Craig is gonna.
That was just you making fun of yourself.
No, Craig.
Every time we're in post Patreon only, that was you making fun of what you say at the end of it. You were like, "Oh, that was so good. Oh, let's move on." Yeah. You were doing a parody of yourself.
I always do. Well, I am a parody of myself.
Okay.
But Craig said that he wanted to choose the topic or the theme for the rest of this episode, and we are going to stick with it because that will get more listenership. Okay.
That's not what I said at all.
Yeah, you wanted to change it from getting 0 listeners to getting more listeners. That's what you said. You want more listeners.
No.
You know why? Because things are never good enough for Craig Benzine.
Wow. That is a very, that is a mischaracterization of our conversation.
Well, here's the thing. I know, if there's one thing I know about you, you're all about self-improvement. A lot of your videos on your YouTube channel, I have heard, are about self-improvement. Like, I'm going to not eat a pile of shit for 6 days, and then you know what? After 6 days, I don't miss eating a pile of shit.
Greg, listen to this. I challenged myself to not eat a pile of shit my whole life. My whole life.
No way. When did you start that? As a baby?
As a baby, yes.
And have you failed yet, or are you still going?
No, I'm still going. I have never eeten a pile of shit.
Seriously?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my God, how do you do it?
Well,
what do you do? You just throw away the pile of shit every day, and you're like, nope, not gonna eat that today.
I generally, when I go to the bathroom, I go in the toilet.
Okay.
It down,
not on your hand.
No.
Do you put your hand in the toilet under so that you can catch the shit?
No, I don't. I never even touch it. I never even touch it.
Okay. Well, that's gonna make it easier because no one wants to pull the shit out of toilet water. Toilet water's gross.
No. Yeah. Why is toilet water gross?
Because it's got shit in it.
Yes, exactly. See? So that's another thing, is that I really think shit is gross. So I don't.
You want all shit? Like all kinds of shit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, all kinds.
All right. So you're telling me you have never shat in your hand and then eaten it?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, we believe you, Craig. We believe you.
I know. I feel like you're just I feel like you really do. I think
Yeah.
you're just choosing the wrong tone.
we totally believe you.
You're just choosing the wrong tone to express
Oh yeah, I
that.
totally chose the wrong tone. That's for sure.
Yeah, because you have a problem with that sometimes. So
I really do. I really do. But I do. I honestly do believe you. Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Dude,
Well, I'm
what
gonna have
about-
to try that.
I'm gonna turn that question on to you. Have you ever eaten a pile of shit?
No.
See, I knew this is how it was gonna go. I knew this is what was gonna.
Why would you ask that?
Now he's giving a response.
I just don't
it's
understand why you would ask that. I
ambiguous.
mean, what is there something about the way that I look? Do you think like, oh, that guy eats a pile of shit? I mean, why would you even ask that?
The way he's responding is a little bit Woody Allen right now. It's a little.
I just don't.
Woody Allen.
God, is it hot in here? I just don't understand why you would. I feel so
now we know
uncomfortable.
how to turn Greg into Woody Allen. Now we know. Yeah.
No, of course never I have. No. That would be weird. If I did that, it'd be weird.
Okay. Yeah. Is that okay? Are we all right, Woody? Woody. Now, how do we get him out of that?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. You got to go, Greg. Think of your wife. Think of your wife. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that lady.
Bringing you back.
I got to tell you something.
Okay.
I need to tell you something.
Yeah.
I love falling asleep next to my wife. I love
Sure.
doing that. We do it almost every night. Not every night,
Mm-hmm.
but almost every night. I'll be honest with you, not every night. You know, sometimes like I'll have to go sleep on the roof. If I've been bad, I have to go sleep on the roof.
The roof. That seems dangerous.
It is dangerous. I have to strap myself down. I use a belt, and I belt myself to the chimney. Anyway,
Not even the couch. Like the roof.
no,
You have
the
to-
roof. I have to go sleep on the roof every
You
once
must
in a
have
while.
done something really bad. Yeah.
No, it's just by choice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, you coming to bed
Nature.
tonight? I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Roof night. It's roof night.
You need to experience nature.
Another roof night.
Yeah.
I know. There's an owl
Yeah.
that gets up there sometimes, and if you are very, very quiet and you're just lying there on the roof, sometimes that owl will kind of land pretty near you.
Yeah.
And it always asks the same question: Who?
See, that to me was the obvious answer. I was expecting a different question.
Nope.
Honestly.
Who?
Okay.
It always asks
and then
the same question.
what do you answer?
Me. Yeah, because it wants to know who's there. It's me.
Yeah. And
Anyway.
then yeah.
So I love falling asleep
And
next to
then-
my
and
wife
then
so
does
much
it
that,
try to-
when you come out here, I'm going to
Yeah.
recommend that you try it because it is so delightful just to lie in bed next to Kim and fall asleep next to her. It's really lovely.
Okay,
And
I'll try that.
I think you
Yeah,
should try
sure.
it. I think you'll really like
Okay.
it. You know, 'cause
Okay.
she's very sweet. Sometimes she'll scratch your head. You know, like if you have trouble falling asleep or whatever. Sometimes she'll just reach over, scratch your head a little bit until you fall asleep. It's really, really sweet, really lovely.
Okay.
Does China ever scratch your head?
Or my beard, but
You get a beard scratch.
Funnily enough, the past few days I have been scratching her head a little bit. She shaved off her hair.
I saw that. I
Yeah.
saw that on Facebook. She put up pictures on Facebook. So she had like
I don't go on Facebook.
Oh
Greg.
man. So what led to this mental breakdown? She had some sort of a mental breakdown? Is that what happened?
No,
I'm
no.
kidding. She looks delightful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to clarify that. Now we can go back to being hilarious. So what, she had
Yeah.
some sort of mental breakdown? What happened?
No. She just wanted to do that for a while. When I first met her, she had short hair.
Is that right?
Yeah. And
She's like, it's time for a change.
yeah, she just wanted it again. I think it looks great. She likes the feeling of the head touchings.
Oh, yeah.
and
Absolutely.
And like she was like, "Why didn't you tell me how good a shower feels on your head?" Is what she said to me.
Wow. Well, you know what? I'll tell
Yeah.
you what. If she likes the head touching, when she comes out here, when you guys come out here like in another month or two, I'll go ahead and
okay.
touch her head a bunch.
Okay.
And that way, I mean, if that's what she
And
likes,
then, then Kim will scratch my head. Yeah,
Kim will scratch
okay,
your head.
so-
Yes, you can enjoy
All right,
that.
Greg, we're not swingers. I just want you to know that. We're
I
not,
no, there's nothing about swinging. There's nothing about
Okay.
swinging. It's just
Okay,
two
sure.
couples switching partners to do sexual things. That's,
Okay, that's what that is. Yeah.
No, we're gonna stay away from the swing set.
Okay, sure.
Oh my God.
You know the movie Swingers? It's not about swingers.
No, it's not.
You know, that's.
Did I ever tell you my story about when I went and saw the movie Swingers? It's an interesting story. It's a total LA story.
Wait, is this a real story?
This is a real story. This is a no joke story. This is a real story, yes. And I promise you guys, there's nothing made up in the story. And I really do mean that. This is what we should
do. We should do this every episode. We should have real story time. We should
see. I tell real Hollywood stories on my live Twitch stream, which, by the way, is at Mediocre Films Twitch channel. Twitch.tv/mediocre. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, and this is actually a true story. So, a buddy of mine said, "Oh, there's this movie coming out." Nobody had ever heard of Swingers. Nobody knew any of the actors in it. None of them were famous at the point.
Yeah.
At that
Vince
point,
Vaughn.
Yeah. Nobody knew. So he's like, "Oh, I hear this new movie's was good," and it was opening night, a Friday night, and the movie was just opening, and we went over to the theater. I think it was in Century City, and we went and saw the movie Swingers and enjoyed the hell out of it. And Swingers, if you haven't seen the movie, it stars John Favreau and Vince Vaughn and other guys, and they're just a bunch of struggling actors in LA who play golf during the day because they don't have auditions or jobs, and then at night they go out partying and they go to clubs and they go to parties and they have a good time. And that's really all the movie's about. And and also their emotional journeys. But that's the movie's about. So we went to that, and then afterwards he said, "Oh, a friend of mine's having a party in Hollywood. Let's just go stop by his party." And this, I swear to God, totally true story. We went to the party, and who do you think was at the party? Let me just go ahead and tell you the entire cast of Swingers.
Wow.
Like the main guys: Vince Vaughn, John Favreau,
Ron Livingston.
Yeah, Ron Livingston. Yeah. Was he one of the guys, Ron Livingston?
Yeah.
I guess he was. So they were all there.
Yeah.
They were all there. And I'm like, guys, we just saw your movie about you going to parties in Hollywood, and then we go to a party and you're there? Like, is everyone seeing you at parties tonight? Like, it was so confusing. It was the craziest thing. And they were really nice guys, but they were really full of themselves because they had apparently they had a good opening night. I think they had also gone to one of their screenings.
Yeah.
The audience reacted really well, and so they were very, very happy and kind of full of themselves, and just like, all right, okay, all right, okay, those kind of guys.
Well, I mean, they deserved it, I guess.
I guess they did. Listen, you got to celebrate, and every once in a while, you got to have one of those, all right, okay, kind of nights.
All right. That's what I did.
All right, okay.
My movie showed at the Wisconsin Film Festival, and after that, all night I was like, "Hey, what's up? What's up?"
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember when you did that after your horror film played here in L.A.
Yeah, and I went to every party after that too. It was a lot of partying. Yeah. But
now, did you get COVID after that screening also? Because you got COVID after your screening here in L.A.
No, I didn't this time. Apparently it doesn't happen every time.
Oh, I thought that's just a screening thing. Like, oh, my movie's playing. I'm going to go to the screening. Oh, got COVID.
Nope. This time I managed, I didn't test myself, so maybe I did. I don't know. There were 700 people at that screening, Greg. 700.
That's a lot of people. That's more people than I have ever had in my house at one time.
I bet some of them probably had COVID. I mean,
yeah. Sure. Yeah, I mean, you get 700 people together, chances are there's going to be some people with COVID there.
Yep. And I did kiss everyone as they arrived.
Okay.
So
as long as you hold your breath when you kiss them, you're probably okay.
Okay. Well, I breathe out when I kiss a lot. That's what I do.
That's fine. So if you have COVID, then you gave all 700 people COVID.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very bad kiss. I'm a very bad kisser.
Oh, I know. You don't have to tell me that. I remember from your last visit.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Anyway,
your beard tickles.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's a good thing, I think.
I guess it depends on where.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
I read an article that a doctor wrote, and I totally agree with him. He said that women should stop having babies after 35, and I agree because 36 babies is just way too many babies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of babies.
That is a lot. Now I'm wondering what is the record for most babies?
I don't know, man, but
babies.
I think women should stop while they're ahead. I mean, that's just me. That's my thing.
Okay.
Enough.
Stop. When are they ahead? Stop while they're ahead. What does that mean?
By the time you get to say 33, 34 babies, I mean, that's enough babies. Enough already with the babies, ladies. We know you love having babies. Oh, look, I'm showing off. Oh, here comes another one. There's that. Oh, here's another one. They just keep coming. Stop it. Stop it, women. You stop having babies right now. Sorry to get a little harsh. I just get angry with women who have too many babies.
Calm down. I found the record. Fyodor Vasilyev.
Mm-hmm. We call her Fifi.
Fifi. She lived from 1707 to 1782.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Most recorded babies, 69 babies.
Oh my God! And they were all recorded. That is so great. Did they have any hits?
Well, yeah. Babushka Babushka is one of their hits.
That's a great song. I love that song.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Yeah.
Niet yet. It's like not yet, but it's like niet yet.
Yeah, I like that one too. It's a ballad. It's pretty. It's very pretty. It's touching. We used to slow dance to that when I would go to prom. Like in my 30s, sometimes I'd crash proms.
Sure.
And when you're in your 30s and you crash a prom, you are no longer shy. You don't stand by the wall and not ask girls to dance. When you're in your 30s, you ask all the girls to dance. But here's the thing. None of them want to dance with you because you're like 35 years old.
Mm-hmm. Then they had another one called Catherine the Not So Great, which it was a bit political, that one.
Yeah, but that was more of a novelty song. I remember that. You know? It had those. It was the first song that had sped up background vocals, kind of like the Chipmunks, and I feel like that's where the Chipmunks got the idea.
Which is weird because they didn't have recording equipment back then.
You think they didn't, but I don't think there's any other way that we could possibly be hearing those songs now. You can stream a lot of that stuff on YouTube.
But here's the weird thing about this. These 69 children. It says 16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's not weird to you?
No, it sounds great to me.
Okay. All right.
69 kids.
69, yes.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
Yeah, you're supposed to say, the internet goes, nice. That's what you say whenever you see that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like on Twitter, if someone posts something about that, you respond, nice. That's how you do it.
Okay.
So
nice.
Yeah, just remember that for next time. Yeah.
Nice.
Here, let's practice. Okay?
Okay.
Nice. Hey, Greg,
nice.
You want to know how many times I...
Nice.
Okay, never mind. We're done.
Did I do it?
Yeah,
I don't know how many times I'm supposed to say it.
Just once.
Okay.
Once.
Oh, I said it once within... You just pick the one time that you like in there.
Okay.
Hey, Craig, I can't believe I never asked you this. What do you prefer, AA batteries or AAA batteries?
AA.
Yeah,
feels
me
like
too. They're more useful, right?
They are. Well, yeah, you use them more, and also just when I think battery, that's like the standard size and shape battery that I think.
Yeah. I mean, like you say battery to someone, they're not going to go like, oh, C battery for sure. No one's going to think C battery. No one's thinking C.
You're going to think AA. AAA is just too small. It's like, well, it's just like a mini battery.
And a quadruple A is so small you can't even see it.
I'm not really.
Yeah, you can't even see it.
Well, I guess I've never seen a quadruple A.
Whatever happened to B batteries? What do you think happened to B batteries? You think those were popular like back in like the 1960s? And after that, they said, you know what? I don't feel like we need the B batteries anymore.
Yeah,
I feel like we need something that's even smaller than the A battery. So then they made the AA, which is small. Because I don't even know where the A battery is. Can you even buy an A battery?
What the hell's an A battery?
Well, that's the thing. They have AA, AAA, and then they have C and D. But there's no A and B battery that I know of, unless there is.
Well, maybe there was. I don't know. So by the time I got around to using batteries, like B and C they were phased out. Like I don't even know. They were before my time.
I don't think C was phased out. People still use C.
Well, okay, not really. I'm looking at C right now. That looks pretty foreign to me.
A C battery looks foreign to you?
Yeah.
What about D batteries? Do those look foreign to you?
Yes, they do.
You never own children's toys often use like C and D batteries. They're powerful batteries. They have more power to them.
Not in the 80s. Not in the 80s.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do with.
There is a
Craig.
quadruple A battery.
There is.
Yeah.
Is it tiny?
It's longer.
Oh my God.
And maybe thinner. Maybe thinner.
The things we learn on this podcast. So wait, there's a AA, a AAA, and a quadruple A. Is there also just a single A?
There is a single A.
There is? Oh my God, this is great.
It doesn't look different than the AA to me. Wait, there's a single A, but the picture is it's just a diagram next to a AA because they didn't have one. It looks like it's just like slightly fatter and slightly smaller.
By the way, I want to apologize to anybody listening to this who already knows this information. I know that actually the CEO of Duracell is a big fan of this podcast, and he's probably listening to this and he goes, I know you guys. I've been the CEO of Duracell for 11 years. I know all about the different batteries that are available. You can't tell me anything I don't know about batteries. You know, that CEO of Duracell, sometimes he acts like a bit of a dick. And I'm sorry. I know you're listening right now. I'm sorry. But just because you know everything there is to know about batteries doesn't mean that our listeners don't find this fascinating.
Yeah, Tom Lachman.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Did you just look up the CEO of Duracell?
Yes. 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 Yeah.
I'm so glad you did that. All right. Well, listen, we always end on a laugh, so that's the end of this episode of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. Thank you for listening. My name, as always, has been Chadwick Rasmussen.
I'm talking about lettuce.
My name is Gary Jehoshaphat.
Oh, my God. Well, thank you, Mr. Jehoshaphat, for joining me on my podcast. It's been super fun. And thank you, guys. I hope you guys have a terrific week. Good luck at the races. I hope you guys all win. And we will catch you on the groovy flip side.
What's happening, Greg?